Welcome back to your ultimate pit stop, Piston Pundit, where we break down the stories that shake the automotive world to its core. Today, we're diving headfirst into a geopolitical pileup that's burning rubber across North America. Tesla, once the golden child of clean transportation, is now getting the cold shoulder from Canada, stripped from federal EV rebate programs, facing fraud accusations, and swept up in a transnational backlash. What started as a rebate blitz has now snowballed into something far bigger. So let's fire up the diagnostics and dig into how Tesla's North American roadmap just hit a major detour. Number 1. Tesla's subsidy surge pushes Canada over the edge. Tesla's removal from Canada's federal EV rebate program wasn't just sudden, it was seismic. During one weekend in January 2025, Tesla dealers submitted over 43 million Canadian dollars in rebate claims, overwhelming the IZEV system. One Quebec location alone allegedly filed 4,000 claims in 3 days, draining more than half the program's remaining funds and sidelining other automakers from accessing the pot. In response, Transport Minister Chrystia Freeland froze all pending Tesla payments and launched a fraud probe. The Canadian Automobile Dealers Association accused Tesla of gaming the system, leaving other dealers and customers out in the cold. This wasn't Tesla's first stunt with subsidies. Back in 2019, it released a bare-bones Model 3, just enough to meet IZEV's price cap and unlock funding, despite a paltry 151 kilometers range. Since then, Tesla has pocketed over 713 million Canadian dollars in Canadian incentives. But this January surge, seen by critics as a last-minute cash grab, pushed things too far. For Canada, it was the final straw and the spark that set off a nationwide backlash. And that backlash was about to collide with an even bigger storm brewing across the border. Number 2. Tariffs, Trump, and the Tesla turbulence. Tesla's rebate troubles didn't happen in isolation. They erupted alongside rising political tension. With Trump back in office, a sweeping 25% tariff on imported vehicles was announced to favor U.S. manufacturing. But the move also hit Canada, sparking outrage north of the border. Prime Minister Mark Carney called the tariff a direct attack, and Tesla, thanks to Elon Musk's vocal support of Trump and his offhand remark about Canada becoming America's 51st state, became the poster child for retaliation. Canada didn't hold back. Transport Minister Chrystia Freeland revised the IZEV rebate rules to explicitly exclude Tesla as long as U.S. tariffs stand. Provinces like British Columbia and Nova Scotia followed with bans of their own. Even cities like Toronto dropped Tesla from charging infrastructure incentives. The fallout isn't confined to Canada. Across Europe, Tesla sales are plummeting. France down 36%, Sweden 64%, Denmark over 65%. The UK is weighing similar restrictions. What began as a subsidy freeze has spiraled into a global recoil against Tesla, driven by politics as much as policy. The automaker now finds itself navigating not just market competition, but mounting international isolation. Before we delve deeper, do us a favor and smash that like and subscribe button. This helps us reach more auto enthusiasts just like you. As political leaders clashed in boardrooms and parliaments, a very different kind of battle was unfolding in the streets. Now let's shift gears and steer towards our next point. Number 3. Street-level rebellion. Tesla faces a consumer revolt. Governments weren't the only ones revving up resistance. Tesla dealerships in Canada became ground zero for protest movements, under the banner of the Tesla Takedown. In cities like Ottawa and Montreal, activists vandalized showrooms with pink spray paint and slashed tires on more than 80 vehicles in Ontario alone. This wasn't just about rebates. It was about Elon Musk, his politics, and what many see as a betrayal of the climate mission. Groups like Last Generation Canada accused Musk of exploiting green incentives while propping up authoritarian regimes. A petition to revoke his Canadian citizenship garnered over 375,000 signatures. And Tesla was even booted from the Vancouver International Auto Show due to safety concerns. Meanwhile, far-right militias in the US, including the Proud Boys, staged counter-protests in Tesla's defense, further polarizing the brand. Depending on who you ask, Tesla is either a climate warrior or a political pawn. But there's no middle ground anymore. And while protesters rallied in the streets, Wall Street was quietly registering its own kind of protest, one measured in dollars, not chance. Number 4. Market mayhem. Tesla's financial engine misfires. Tesla's political storm is now hitting where it hurts most, its bottom line. After Canada froze EV rebates, Tesla's stock dropped 5.6%, closing at $272.06 and cracking key support levels. Even with a brief 12% rally on March 25th, shares remained 44% below their all-time high, and investor confidence is visibly shaken. Sales figures paint an equally grim picture. In early 2025, Tesla's European market share fell from 2.5% to just 1.4%. France dropped 36%, Sweden plummeted 64%, and Denmark nosedived over 65%. In Canada, sales have collapsed 70% post-rebate cuts. Stateside January brought an 11% dip in sales, Model 3 down 17.4%, Model X nearly 20%, and Model S a brutal 30%. Meanwhile, Chinese EV makers like BYD, NIO, and XPeng are capitalizing with lower prices and wider reach. Even the UK, once a stronghold for Tesla, is now considering cuts to its EV incentives in a bid to shield domestic players. Worsening the outlook, US tariffs meant to help Tesla could hurt it instead. With a supply chain still heavily reliant on foreign parts, rising costs threaten to squeeze margins and spark even deeper financial turbulence. With numbers in the red and reputations in question, Tesla now faces a defining moment that could shape its global trajectory. Number 5. Crossroads ahead, where Tesla goes from here. Tesla's future hinges on its next move. Can it fight back against the bans through trade courts? Possibly. But legal experts say the odds of a quick reversal are slim given the politics at play. The smarter move may be a full-on recalibration of its North American game plan. Think supply chain shifts, regional pricing tweaks, and a major trust rebuild with Canadian regulators. Strategically, Tesla could refocus on high-margin premium segments to maintain brand prestige, but that's risky when Chinese rivals are playing the price game. Slashing sticker prices could help claw back market share, but it's a dangerous dance with thin margins. Then there's the Musk factor. His political spotlight moments have blurred Tesla's once clear, clean energy image. If the company wants to cool the global backlash, it needs to steer the brand away from political theatrics and back toward performance, sustainability, and innovation. That image reboot could be just as crucial as any new vehicle launch. Still, there's fuel in the tank. Tesla delivered 1.79 million vehicles globally in 2024, barely down from 2023's 1.81 million. The Cybertruck gave them a brief bump, and new models may bring fresh momentum. If Tesla weathers this storm and refocuses, it might just come out leaner, meaner, and more globally grounded than ever before. Final verdict: crisis or catalyst? Tesla's Canadian crisis is no longer just a policy tiff. It's become a global test of brand durability in a hyper-politicized automotive arena. As bans pile up, competition tightens, and public opinion shifts, the company must evolve, or risk sliding off the map in key markets. So what do you think, Piston Pundit crew? Is Canada's ban on Tesla justified or just political theater? Will Tesla bounce back stronger or keep losing ground to Chinese EVs? Can the company really separate its identity from Musk's polarizing persona? Will international bans spread and reshape the global EV landscape? And here's the big one. Would you still buy a Tesla right now? Drop your answers in the comments. We want to hear your take on this electric saga. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe to Piston Pundit, your ultimate pit stop for all things automotive. Hit that bell so you never miss a spark from our next vehicle update or industry deep dive. Thanks for watching, and keep your engines running. You can now check out any of the videos on the screen. There's plenty more to explore.